Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is our first ever Q&A session. I don't know what we're doing. Do that again. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to our inaugural newsletter question and answer session.
People don't know what inaugural means.
Inaugural is like kicking off, isn't it? I actually don't know what inaugural means. Let me look it up. Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome to our first question and answer session.
We've had loads of questions from the newsletter and we're going to get stuck right in.
And notice how we're doing lots of this because Khizr, our producer, has told us that we should be doing this. So let us know in the comments below if we should be doing this or like what other gestures we should be doing with our hands.
By the way, we've not seen these, even though he's got a laptop in front of him, we've not seen these questions, despite Khizr telling us to look at the questions last night. And we don't know what's coming, so this is like completely raw.
Khizr sends us things out at 2 a.m. in the morning and then expects us to... All right, let's kick off with the questions. Someone who's asked, once I become a crypto millionaire, inshallah, who can I contact to reduce my taxes? Basically, I want to know who is the best Islamic crypto tax expert that you know.
What I would say to that is, if and when you become a crypto millionaire, get in touch, we'll sort you out. But until then, don't worry.
Right, let's ask some serious questions. I want to start investing in an Islamic friendly way, but I don't know where to start. What should I do? I am from Morocco. Congratulations to you on the World Cup.
Oh yeah.
And we have limited options, I guess.
Curate capital.
Yeah. So I think what you should do is figure out why you're investing in the first place, and you can use our halal investment checklist. It's perfectly free. Download it, and that will take you through how to think about your reasons and also how much money you have, what kind of risk appetite you have as well, because all of those three things then come together into telling you, all right, this is the kind of stuff that I actually want and should invest in. And there, after that, you can drill into what are the available options for each of those things. Usually there's three buckets of those things. There's stocks, there's fixed income, there's alternative assets. And for each of those, we have one-on-one guides, which you can read and you can look at all the different options and providers out there, make a choice, and then off you go. And I think given that you're in Morocco, it will mean that you can't invest in certain things, but actually most things you should still be able to invest in.
It's a very serious answer.
I'm a serious man for a serious time. Okay, this is a good one. Is it permissible to work as an accountant in a management company where we will have to calculate and record interest from loans, etc.?
Who are we asking?
So I think the answer there is we've done a video on it, a very detailed video on it, on careers in Islam and what's halal and haram in that. Basically, there are 2 points of view. One is that you should avoid it as much as possible. And then the other view, the more lenient view, is that as long as you are not directly involved with the haram and halal yourself, i.e. you are signing off on the transactions of interest, whatever the case might be, as long as you're not part of that, you're, let's say, the engineer or the risk person or the electrician in the building or whatever you might be, that's fine according to this analysis. I think, of course, if there is a choice between two jobs, though, even in that case, from a taqwa perspective, it is better to choose a job in a company that has nothing to do with interest.
Did you guys know that Ibrahim is a qualified electrician?
I think that's been made abundantly clear on multiple occasions.
Yeah, I was taking a mic.
What is the biggest challenge you faced in your lives? Answering this question, apparently.
It's really early in the morning, isn't it?
I think that barrister interview was difficult for me. So I tried to become a barrister at one point, and I got into this interview where there were 12 barristers in a room. 6 of them were, QCs, or now KCs, King's Counsel. A few of them were judges. So normally, even in the Supreme Court, you wouldn't be facing that many, judges. And I was facing 12 of them, and their job was to cross-examine people. and I was coming in on a without any sleep. Because stupidly, I'd never do all-nighters, but that day I was like, all right, I need to prep. And it was just an absolute, like, it was difficult. I didn't get the job.
Alhamdulillah.
Here's a good one. If I had 15,000 to spare right now, would you buy solar panels and batteries or American tech shares?
I don't know enough about solar panels and batteries. I think what I would do is I would look at, with any decision like this, it's all about risk and reward. And what's the upside, what's the potential downside? That's how I look at things. And I would always optimize for, that ratio being in my favor. So if with batteries, I'm only ever max gonna make, 10%, but I could lose all my money. That's not a good risk reward ratio. But with tech stocks, if I can make, over the next 2 years, because we're at quite a low now, it might go lower, but if I can make double my money over the next 2 years, but the risk is that it goes down a bit before then I would probably take that on. The other big thing to look at is what we call liquidity. So like, are you actually going to potentially need that money back? Because if you put it in the stock market, you're going to need to wait for it to rise. And if you need the money before then, if you've got a Hajj trip planned or whatever it is, you might have to pull it out before it's risen. And similar with the battery stuff, right? If you put your money into that and you're not able to then pull your money out, it might be, detrimental for you.
How do you reconcile the fall in value of our money due to rising inflation rates and not being able to earn interest? I'm fully aware interest is not permissible. How do I explain to a non-Muslim who asks the above question? This is from Mulikat. So, Mulikat, what you should say to your non-Muslim friend is that Islam has a whole load of options that you can make money through, and that's using equity investments, where you are investing into the underlying shares of that company or whatever property that it might be, and then when that property grows and increases in value, your shares go up as well. So really simply, there are Islamic banks that are available where you can actually put it into an Islamic savings account. These Islamic savings accounts actually give you more return than even the conventional bank accounts on occasion. So look into that. There's options. Okay. If you had to recommend only one financial book to read, what would that be?
One Up on Wall Street.
What about the second financial book?
One Up on Wall Street version 2.
2 Up on Wall Street. Second financial book would be, I've forgotten the title, it's actually really good though. It's something like Reading Between the Lines, and it's like this really niche book about how to read financial statements.
What is the third best financial book that you would want to read? I'm trying to get you to say something here. There is a financial book.
Benjamin Graham.
No.
Our book.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't read that.
Forget that book.
Yeah, our book is sick.
Yeah, so we've got a book on halal investing coming out very soon. We're very excited to have signed a deal with Wiley, the publisher. So look out for that. I think sometime in the summer. You will hear about it, don't you worry about that. We will make sure that people are reading that. How diverse is IFG in terms of ethnicity?
Oh, it's actually very, very diverse. We've got Nigerians, Brazilian,
Bengali,
Pakistani, Indian, Egyptian, English.
half Iraqi, half South African.
Yeah, that's two nationalities.
Polish, arguably.
Polish.
Caroline's got Polish heritage,
Does she?
but I suspect that's more British, really.
Saudi?
Saudi,
Yeah,
arguably.
yeah.
Chinese employee.
Do we?
We can't.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that was
no.
for a period, right?
Yeah.
You can't. You have to be current people. We can't just historically claim people.
Irish. Tex.
Who else do we have?
That's a lot of people. That's
That
a very
is a lot.
diverse team.
That is diverse.
We're only a team of less than 20 people. That's
Yeah.
very diverse.
Yeah. If everyone else died in the world, the IFG gene pool would be pretty decent.
I think it would be.
Yeah. That's it for today, folks. Let us know what you think about this new style of video. And by the way, if you want to ask your own questions, sign up to our newsletter. The link is below, and we will be doing a shout out for further Q&A videos in the future. Unless, of course, you tell us in the comments, please never do these again. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.